Kool TV proudly presents the EKC Middle School Football Championships as the Kool Hits Sports Network brings you coverage live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to Knight Stadium for the pregame show and the EKC Middle School Football Championships live on Kool TV.
Welcome to the campus of Kentucky Christian University on a, per the Apple Watch, Thursday night, November the 2nd, 46 degrees. We're here for the middle school EKC football championship games. And, of course, the first game will feature the East Carter Raiders, who come in undefeated on the year. They're going to play against Rowan County, who we're not exactly sure what their record is. We didn't get a lot of communication with the coaches. Not their fault. It's not our fault. It's just one of those things. We'll just call it as it is. Still about 8 minutes, 53 seconds left on the scoreboard to our left as James, East Carter has always, since Tim Champlin's taken over, and even before that. But it seems like the feeder program continues to get better and better.
Well, and anytime you see any football program at the high school level do really well, it starts at the feeder program.
Right.
You talk to so many coaches, and they talk about what their third grade program's doing, what their fourth grade program's doing, what their fifth grade program's doing. And then it starts to filter into your middle school program. And a lot of times your really successful programs are the ones that are those teams that emulate what the high school is doing. And I think that's what you see here is a direct reflection of we've been watching Rowan County line up, and it looks like they're going to be doing a lot of running tonight.
Yep.
And on East Carter, I haven't seen them line up and work yet. But, again, undefeated. We talked about this over the weekend. I don't care who you're playing. You got to have something going if you're undefeated against your opposition. So should be a dandy here as we line this one up.
Of course, over to our right is Rowan County's team. And in the pregame, as James just alluded to, they were going to do a lot of running. Of course, they were running wing T and running a lot of 929, 828, whatever you want to call it in your selected playbook. One thing that I did notice when East Carter warming up is Junior Salmons, Charlie Terry, Kenyon Cozy, and a couple other of those assistant coaches. They didn't run any plays over there.
Nah.
So it makes me think they're keeping their cards close to their chest. And it tells you, hey, when we walked in here, James, P.D. Harris-Smith, and he does a good job running this tournament. And we all like P.D., but there was 4 big trophies laying on the table. So I believe 2 of those were championship trophies and 2 of those were runner-up trophies. Yeah. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll give some keys for tonight's games here on Kool.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall on the bluegrass, days at the track, Matt's on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
Refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall hunting season is here, and Borders Sporting Goods has your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reloading supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs, whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event. A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back out here on Kool TV as both teams look like they're getting ready to make their way over to their respective sideline. Give some keys for tonight's game. And in middle school football, of course, this is our first game I'm ever called middle school football. James, have you ever done middle school football?
I've never called middle school. I've coached middle school football, but my kids played,
Right.
and I've been around it for a long time. I will say this: I did officiated a middle school football game one time because we got there and the officials didn't show up, so they're like, "Hey, can you call this for us?" And I said, "Sure." So I had a white tube sock that Randy Vanderhoof dragged out of the locker room. And that was my flag.
It was probably behind a washer and dryer.
Oh, it was somewhere deep. But, I think the biggest thing here tonight, ball security. In a shortened, we're used to 12-minute quarters.
Right,
okay,
8-minute quarters.
Yeah, we're playing 8-minute quarters. It's a cold night. Not super cold, but it's going to get
Enough
colder.
for a jacket and gloves.
Absolutely. But the thing is that ball security, you're going to see the football maybe 3 times, 4 times a half. And depending on especially when you look at Rowan County, unless they just burst one and bust it for a long distance, you're looking at a wing tee, and the wing tee from being at Russell.
The wing tee's tough to stop if you
three
execute it.
3 and 4 yards at a time, and you put 3 of those together, and that makes 10.
Right, and I'll go off of what you said. Your keys for Rowan and East is middle school football. A lot of the times is dictated by who wins the line of scrimmage because there's no complex offenses ran in middle school football. A lot of it, if they do pass the ball, are simple out routes or maybe a drag or at the most. And I know all the kids get excited when they pass the ball, but I think that the team that establishes the line of scrimmage early, and the same goes for the high school level, a lot of the games, establishes the line of scrimmage early, and I think that's ultimately who's going to win the game tonight.
And how many times do we talk about this when you get into high school football? You get into championship football, playoff football. It's the team that can run the football and can stop the run.
Yep.
And it's all because of what happens there at the point of contact. The line of scrimmage is going to be so big. And which team wins that line of scrimmage battle tonight, I think it's the team that takes that big trophy.
Big crowd here below us, and right on the East Carter sideline is Coach Tim Champlin. I don't know what makes him think he can get on that sideline down there. He's acting like he's the head coach of East Carter or something.
It looks like he's got like a 2 chains necklace down there or something.
I think that's the turnover chain.
Is that the turnover chain?
That's what it looks like to me.
Well, there you go. Hey, there's our key to the game right there, the turnover chain.
And, of course, James, me and you have special relationships with some of their assistant coaches, and you talk about Charlie Terry and Katie Cozy. I was able and fortunate enough to cover their senior years at East Carter back before I became an employee for Kool Hits, and what a year that was. And, and I go back, and I hate to say this, but East Carter's got a running back right now who kind of reminds you of Charlie Terry. So it's good to see Kenyon and Charlie down on the sideline helping these young graders get together. And I tell you, that's 2 great people to know. And they're fresh out, 2 great models to get information from as far as these middle school football players go.
Well, and it's funny. I guess you're talking about Landon Yoke.
I am, yeah.
And so it was funny. I was talking with Champ on the show a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about, coming into the season, he did not know what he was going to have in the running back stable. He knew he had some dudes back there, but he did not expect to get what he was going to get out of Landon. So middle way through the season, he's like, listen, this is your year. And I told him, I said, you follow Charlie Terry, you follow Isaac Boggs, and you've got some tough. And he goes, well, he is cousins with Isaac. And I was like, okay, that makes sense.
That's a strong family tree right there.
Yeah, it's they know what they're doing when it comes to that side of things. But
they were built to break arm tackles.
Yes, and that's the thing is here tonight. I think when you get into a running type of game, arm tackles aren't going to get it done. You've got to wrap them up, get on the legs, and run to the football. You've got to hawk to the football, and you can't allow these guys because, again, usually when you're running in a wing tee, you've got several guys who are speed guys. They like to get the edge, and they get the edge, and usually it's headed the other way for 50, 60, 70 yards.
You talk about, kind of the keys for tonight's game, and you mentioned ball security, and I talked a little bit about, winning the line of scrimmage. But I think that, it doesn't seem like it to us. It doesn't seem like the parents here below us, but this is a big moment for these young Raiders and young Vikings. This is the big one. This is their state championship.
Yeah, this is their big one here.
And sometimes you don't perform the way you would in normal games. You're more relaxed in normal games, and now that it's just one of those things. We'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Papa John's garlic sauce fans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Papa John's makes a big, extra-large New York-style pizza like this is by hand stretching that Papa John's fresh, never frozen dough. Get the extra-large New York-style pizza from Papa John's.
Back out here on Kool TV. And just concluded pregame ceremonies as I believe East Carter won the toss and it's deferred into the second half. So Rowan County will get the ball first. It's, I believe, 7 minutes will go up on the clock. We'll adjust that momentarily. Get some pregame instructions from the PA announcer, who did a really good job of singing the national anthem. They don't usually do that. They usually have a recording that it's usually instrumental, or they have some type of well-known singer sing it. We had a live national anthem tonight, and it was a daggone good one, James.
Yeah, it was. You don't get that often, but it's always a good one to hear. So
East Carter has deferred. Kicking off for them is number 15, Levi Ruffin. You kick the onside kick to begin the game here. Depends on how you feel about your team.
Well, they've got the ball really teed back. This one looks like he's going to try to give it a swing.
This one's going to be fielded back at about the 21-yard line, heading off to his right. And got a lot of room, gets through that first wave and gets out to about the 39, and that's where Rowan County will start their first drive of the night. On the return, James brought me my binoculars, which tells me that maybe my vision is not as good as it used to be. I was just bragging today to somebody about, hey, I'm in my 30s and I still don't use glasses. And then James whips out the binoculars. So, 1st and 10, Rowan County, expecting the wing tee here.
And also, by the way, we were thinking 8-minute quarters, playing 7 on this one.
Yeah,
so
7 minutes. So wishbone formation, heavy set under center. Rowan County now, a man comes in motion. It's going to be a dive straight up the middle to the fullback. He's got a lot of room. Goes across the 45 and is wrestled down at about the 47. I have a number on that one. We will get numbers, though. As these numbers are pretty visual, but we've got a lot of bodies flying all over the place. It's tough to get a number. Hey, what about a start here for Rowan County? Just what you needed here. Got a good kickoff return. Your first play goes for 8 yards. You got a second and short here. Now you're in that old school wing T formation. Look for a 29 here. It is a 29 off to the left. Breaks a tackle. Nice open field tackle by Ruffin. He's going to have the first down, though. I believe is number 26, William Donovan. So just an old school 29 play. So 1st and 10, Rowan County. The ball will be spotted at their own 49-yard line. Working against an East Carter defense, and it's been really stingy so far this year, James. An undefeated record in EKC play and on the year, and trying to defend Grayson here in the EKC championship. Wing T formation again. Now man comes in motion, and it's going to be a dive straight up the middle of the fullback, and minimal gain this time. Good job by the Raiders as he just gets across midfield and into Raider territory. I believe was number
28, but I don't have a 28 on the roster.
28, Braylon Overbay. Braylon Overbay. Second and 8, ball's at the Raider 49. Same formation, wing T over to the left. '29 again. Handoff. A lot of room over there as he gets inside the 45 and is finally drugged down from behind as he gets down to the 42-yard line. I believe that was number 26.
That was 26, Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan again. So the 29 play, or you can call it 27, 29, that's essentially the same play. The only difference is when you say 29 or 27, you're actually talking to your line. It's not to the running back. He can pick and choose where he wants to go, but now they're going to set it up over to the right. So look for a 28 or 26 here. Now man comes in motion. It's a fullback dive. Good job there by the Raiders front, but he's going to have another first down as he rumbles inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Is number 28, Overbay again. Good job there by Willis, wrapping him up and preventing any more damage. East Carter's defensive front, man, I tell you, for middle school kids, they got some serious size down there, James. Some big boys. Some boys that I would not want to line up against if I was in 7th grade.
So they're big across the front, but right now, Rowan County really getting a good job at the point of contact of getting those lanes and sealing off the edges to give those wings a chance to move.
Wing T formation again. Now man comes in motion, fakes the jet sweep. It's a 29 counter. Donovan inside the 30, 25, 20, inside the 15, and he's going to be pushed out right about the 11-yard line. So deep into Raider territory, Rowan County will have a 1st and 10. They can pick up a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, but you usually don't do that. You either score or you don't. So 29 has been a huge play on this drive for Rowan County as we dip under 3:45 left here in the first quarter.
Where they spot him at the 11?
At the 11-yard line. Same formation. I believe this one might go back to Donovan again. No, it's actually a different formation. It's a fullback dive, and East Carter's got him this time. He might even lose a yard. The ball's going to be spotted back at the 12-yard line. I believe number 80, Richardson, was on the carry. So trying to keep East Carter honest. If they just run 29 each time, those defensive ends will start to split out just a little bit more. And throwing that fullback dive in there every once in a while has made it to where they're not able to do that because that fullback dive might go for 6 if you spread out your defensive line too much. Wing T formation. A man comes in motion, and handoff goes to Donovan. He's inside the 10, the 5, and wrestled down at about the 3, so it'll bring a 3rd and short. We're joined here by a celebrity behind us, Coach Tim Champlin, the mayor of Grayson, unannounced, unelected.
Unopposed.
Shouldn't say that. There's actually a mayor of Grayson who does a great job. Coach, I've called every one of your football games this year, and you got a pretty good team.
I appreciate that. We do. We've got a pretty good one here.
just watching your younger Raiders play in a big-time championship game like this, what's it mean for your program all the way up through your high school level?
It's learning to play in big-time moments. And so, to us, this is another football game at KCU that our teams come over here and played a bunch of games at and been able to come over here and scrimmage and practice and things like that. But to these kids, this is a college stadium.
It's a big-time deal.
This is a big-time atmosphere. You've got Kool TV here. You've got announcers.
That's not a big deal.
It is to these kids, man,
I'm
because
kidding. I'm
they're going to
kidding.
go back and
I
they're
was
going to
just giving
listen
James a hard
to
time.
every word that you all say
Absolutely.
and everything that you all talk about. And so, got great fans here. It's just learning to play.
Huge crowd below us, by the way.
Learning to play in big-time environments.
We've got a fourth and
that
short
kind of
here.
thing.
East Carter's going to try to come up with a big stop here. Rowan County's been really successful out of the wing tee, especially hand off to Donovan on the 29. Now it looks like they may try to get the Raiders off sides. Don't look like they're biting. Now a man comes in motion. They follow the snap, and that's going to be a false start on Rowan County.
Listen, so Coach Morris of the Rowan County Vikings middle school team is actually a JROTC teacher at East Carter High School. So me and him, he's a big wing tee guy. Me and him have done a lot of clinic together. Sit down, he'll come down and ask questions. I'll ask him questions, and we run things by each other. And it's kind of cool to watch these two teams, both of them, wing tee base, and we'll run the ball right at each other, and a lot of butt sweep, a lot of belly ISO, and those kinds of things. So for me, as a wing tee guy, it's fun to watch and see.
When you first sent me the roster for East Carter, I noticed something about the assistant coaches. You got Kenyon Cozy and Charlie Terry on there, but when I first read that, man, it really just made me feel really good. And you couldn't ask for two better role models for these younger Raiders.
No, not at all. Here we go. Snap. Roll
It's a
out.
quarterback draw. It was a pass. They're going to throw across the middle, and it's
Touchdown.
caught. Touchdown, Rowan County.
Great play, man.
Oh, wait a minute.
They call it incomplete? Incomplete. Never mind.
Incomplete. Trying to get to number 85.
Get a look here at this
Barnett.
Grayson Sporting Goods replay.
Yeah, that was a big run by Donovan to set up the Vikings deep in the Raider territory right there. Low in the shotgun.
He's going to roll out to his right.
Yeah.
Gets a little pressure. Lets it go. Yep.
Yeah, it
drops
sure did.
He
It
sure
kind of
did,
went
man.
right there below his waist.
Great call by the official in the back, man.
Yeah, James kind of played tattletale there for a minute. We weren't for sure, and Rowan County probably could have got away with saying that they took a touchdown off the board, but you can't when Kool TV's
when Kool TV goes back and shows that. No, you can't. You can't at all.
Split back formation for East Carter. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Now sweeping off to his left as he's going to get to the 10, and that's about it. I believe that was Ruffin.
That's your left, his right.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know a whole lot about Rowan County, but I do know this about the Raiders. We have two really, really good backs, the Ruffin kid and Frankie Williams. Man, they both run hard downhill. Reminds you a lot of the Terrys and Boggses and those type of kids.
That's some pretty popular company.
That run, downhill, explosive, and powerful. And so we're really excited about those two kids and this entire team coming up.
As the first quarter ends, do we need to take a break here? Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll talk to Coach Tim Champlin when we come back here on Kool.
It's tailgate time in the Bluegrass.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to make my announcing debut.
And I believe that's football time in the Bluegrass.
But you can believe this, Clark's has everything you need for a winning tailgate.
Whether it's ice and cold drinks, chips and dips, or homemade sandwiches, and crispy, crunchy chicken for everybody, Clark's has you covered. And you don't even have to leave your car thanks to our convenient drive-thru.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Here on Kool TV, it'll be a 2nd and 8 for East Carter. It looks like a sweep over to the left. Good job defensively. Ball comes loose.
I think he covers it back up there.
I thought East Carter jumped back on it as it went across the 12 to about the 13. Looks like they're still fighting for it over there. East Carter has it. So James talked about that in the pregame, was kind of the keeping the hands on the ball and ball possession. But, Coach, you know, right after the game ended Friday night with Martin County, you got word that Pendleton County was not going to make the trip to Death Valley. Is what I've kind of nicknamed it.
I don't know about that, but we'll let you live in your glory here.
Yeah, so, and, you know, it's tough because the way that your team had played the last 4 weeks of the season, they had really hit their stride. How do you continue that stride even during a bye week, a bye week that nobody kind of expected?
Well, we'll talk about it right after this play here. Big third down for the Raiders, 3rd and 6.
Handoff goes to Ruffin. Ruffin breaks a tackle and gets close to the 14. He's going to be
great play by the linebacker. He had the whole linebacker shows up late and fills it up and only gives him about a yard. Listen, I'll say this: field position is big.
Ruffin related to the Ruffin quarterback? We have the freshman that got the pick six at bat?
No. Ruffin.
Oh, okay, yeah,
is related
to
our tight end. Waylon Ruffin. Yes.
Yes. He's very defensive of the Raiders on Facebook.
His dad is a big supporter of the Raiders.
Right. Yeah.
Does lead some of our chants there.
And he's had some big plays for you guys this year.
He has. He's done really well for us at the defensive end spot and played well at times. So, but listen, punting at this level, man, is crucial and big. And
it's blocked.
It's blocked. See.
And it's going to be recovered in the end zone. Trying to get it was East Carter. It's either going to be a safety or a touchdown. Let's see what they're going to call here. And
safety. It's
going to be a safety. So a break there for East Carter.
That really is a break. Now you've got to give them the ball back, but at least you get the kick to them here and hopefully, you know, kind of pin them deep.
What a play there by Bentley Barnett coming in and blocking the punt and but heads up play there by East Carter to go back and recover it.
And recover it and get on it in the end zone and at least get it.
So what a start for Rowan County. Takes the ball. They really were successful, and you call it buck sweep. I call it 29.
Yeah.
Donovan went all the way down the field. East Carter, you know, bend but don't break defense. Got a big turnover on downs and really couldn't do anything with the ball, and then they get a punt blocked. And now they're going to get the ball back.
Listen, that punt block's big, and at any level of football, but especially at the middle school level.
Right. I can't remember the last time
that's a big,
East Carter blocked a punt.
Yeah, and so now they're going to have to kick off to Rowan County, and they're going to have to kick from the 20 instead of the 40.
And it's also dangerous, though, Coach, because I know when I played the middle school, I was on the front line because I was too slow to play anywhere else. So,
yeah.
But I had good hands, and one time a team got a safety against us, and the kid punted it, and we got a safety. The kid punted it straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I called fair catch. Well, I guess I didn't. I caught it and got killed. And, of course, I held on to it, though. Yeah. But they're actually going to let him kick off, so this is not a punt. No, so that's good. That's a good.
This is you have the choice. You can punt or kick off from here, and I would always choose to kick off. But that's Ruffin that's going to kick off for us.
So Rowan County promised good field position following this one. This is a good kick. It's going to be fielded just over on Rowan County's side of the field. And breaks loose inside the 30. I believe that is Donovan again.
Man, you called that kid's name a lot. He
has played a heck of a first half here in this EKC 7th grade football championship game.
So back to your question there about how we handled this week. So it was a bummer Friday night. You know, we obviously wanted to play. We had earned that right to get a home playoff game in round one, and so that was a bummer. And but we broke the news to our kids late that night on Facebook, early the next morning, I think. Met as a staff there on Sunday and decided what to do, and we chose to take Monday off, which was unique. Here we go, Rowan County under center.
A wing T formation again. Yes. This is a 29 over to Donovan. They've been successful the whole night, and you know it's kind of odd for Charlie Terry to be down there coaching to defend it right now.
Yeah.
But he was one of the very best at running.
Yes, he was one of the best at running it. But so we took Monday off, gave our kids, we lifted in 7th period, sent our kids home, and let them just kind of relax and rest and that kind of thing. Come out Tuesday, watch film of our past few games, learned a lot from that. Practiced on Wednesday and practiced today, and thought we had 2 really good days of practice, and we're going to take Friday off. Again, try to get a 3-day week to rest and recover. And you know, I told our kids today after practice that, you know, next week it's back to business. It's 100 mile an hour and as fast as we can go. So.
Handoff goes to Donovan. Good job by the corner, kind of taking the outside gap away.
I thought we did a good job right there stretching that, not letting him put his foot in the ground and get north and south. Just keep making him.
It
work
allowed
to
your
the sideline.
linebackers to come in and make plays. That was a good play, and it sets up a third and a little more than a medium. As ball's going to be spotted right at the Raider 20. And Coach, barring an upset, because Fleming County, they've played really well down the stretch. But Lloyd Memorial's really good.
They are. They're a good football team.
So they're going to have to probably, barring an upset, and it would be an upset if Fleming went to Lloyd Memorial and won. But barring an upset, you're going to have Lloyd Memorial at home next Friday night.
All right, we'll see what happens. I think first down, they're going to get a first down.
Yeah, they're going to
there.
get a first down. He gets just inside the 15 to the 14.
I think Fleming County gives them trouble in the fact that they're athletic.
Johnson and the Wildcat is different.
Johnson and the Wildcat is very different, and so I think that's going to give them some trouble and give Lloyd Memorial make them work for it. But we're going to drive up, we're going to watch it, see what happens, and get a chance to watch some football and see them live, which is a different thing to happen in the playoffs. You usually don't get that opportunity.
Coach, I hate to ask you these questions right now, but if you're East Carter, nice stick right
that
there.
That was a big one right there.
And they're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. If you're, coaching this middle school team down here, at what point do you use those timeouts? Try to give your team another possession.
You're getting close to them. You just got to stop them first down. You're inside the 3-minute mark. I think you got to get a stop here on second. It's got to be a significant stop. It can't end up at 3rd and 4, 3rd
right,
and 3.
I agree with that.
It's got to be 3rd and long. If you do that, you take one.
And there's a timeout right there.
They went ahead and took it there. So, but listen, hey, Coach Samwins and Junior and Russ, they both of them brothers. They do a great job with these guys, man.
And of course, Junior, I believe, or was it? No, it was Russ. I can't remember which one it was
actually
actually a coach of my stepson's travel team.
Probably Russ. It was
Russ.
Russ.
That went around and just, you talk about a travel team. They had Connor Goodman, Canyon Cozy, Charlie Terry. Of course, they had Goodall.
Yes.
And you want to talk about a team that went around and just put knots on people's heads.
They did.
They went around the state and did it. So
they did. So, listen, I'm going to give a shout-out to my man here, James. Me and you were just sitting over here talking, but my man's got a TV, a computer, an iPad, and some other contraption over here, and he's punching buttons left and right. Got the screen up, got the down and distance, timing.
Here at Kool TV, Coach, we have the best employees in the country.
Wow. I know a few of them. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
That would be well advised. But talk about the crowd here below us, man.
Listen,
there's a lot of people
buck
here.
Sweep again to the right. Coach Morris is just wearing buck sweep out.
And he is. And it's Donovan again, he's one of those kids you can't bring down with arm tackles. He's really played well here in this first half as he brings up a 3rd and short. I believe he's going to be a couple yards short. Huge play here for East Carter.
This is a really big play. Try to keep him out of the end zone. You got 2 minutes left in the half. You've only ran 3 offensive plays. So the goal is here, keep them out before the clock runs out.
Let's say
you get the ball back at half.
Right.
Go get an adjustment on your defense and try to get something going offensively.
Even if Rowan County were to score here, which they played phenomenal so far. Let's say Rowan County scores here. Then the 2-point conversion becomes
crucial.
I mean, it could dictate who wins the game.
Yep. It becomes big. Here we go.
Reverse over or counter
Oh,
over
gosh,
to the left.
got him.
He's got a lot of room. He's inside the 5 to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Rowan County. The play was slow developing, but the blocks really, it didn't look like that. East Carter really kind of knew where the ball was at for a long time.
No, they didn't. And I want to brag on the Donovan kid, man. You talk about him running, being a good running back. What makes a running back special in the wing T, and you know this, playing in it for many years, is patience.
You have to let your blocks set up.
And so sometimes, I used to get so mad at Charlie watching him run sweep. He would wait, and he would wait, and he would wait. And I was like, you're going to get tackled, go. And then all of a sudden it was just bang, and he would burst out of there. And so you have to be patient, so patient in this offense.
Huge 2-point conversion here. A man comes in motion, handoff, goes to Donovan, and
Chris
he's
Cross.
going to go in.
Man, what a play.
Wide open. They're just, lining up. They're not doing anything special. The wing tee, though, as me and James talked about here in the pregame, if you perfect the wing tee, We'll talk about it when we come back. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back out here on Kool TV, Coach, and there's a minute 44 left here before the half. I think it's, you're down 10-0. I don't think you really have to score here.
No.
But I think that it's critical to get a couple first downs.
It is, and and listen, if they're going to kick it to us right there, get it on the 45, that's good field position. That's an opportunity to get the clock moving. Give it to Frankie Williams or the Ruffin kid, and maybe they break one, maybe they take off, turn something special. But get the clock moving, get the chains moving, come out and try to take a shot, doing something like that.
And I think that, with the clock the way it is, I think you're in 4-down territory no matter where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that you're
not pressed.
You're not going to punt this football at all.
I mean, if you get the fourth down with less than a minute, you're going to go for it if it's manageable.
Right.
Just to see what happens.
So 1st and 10 Raiders are in that split back formation. They got two receivers split out to their left. It's a 1st and 10, second possession of the game. Now they have a man coming in motion. It's a jet sweep over to the left. Rowan
Get inside.
does a really good job of containing there. Kind of took the defensive end for Rowan County, kind of took the outside shoulder. I believe that was number 74, Duffy, who made a crazy good play as he kind of took on a blocker who was trying to shed him to the outside and was able to still get his hand on the ball carrier and bring him down.
And it was a great job by that back right there. The receiver who was running the football put his foot in the dirt and tried to cut it up in B-gap, and good job by the defender there getting a hand on him, but he was one jersey stretch away from getting a good gain right there.
Right, it was a good field vision right there, and you like to see that at this level. So clock continues to run, 2nd and 10, split back formation. A man will switch sides of the line. Two receivers out, split to the left. Now man comes in motion and fakes the handoff, and it's going to give it off to number 21. He's across the 50.
We go.
He's got a lot of room
Here we
inside
go.
the 45.
First down.
And the clock will stop as the chains move, as it gets down to the Viking 43-yard line.
Good run there right there by Frankie Williams, man. He's got great field vision. Does a good job stretching it to the wide side, puts his foot in the dirt, and cuts back right there. Coach got a timeout.
Coach Sammons will call timeout, his second of the half. And did you see that on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay?
Great field, but that cutback, man, that was good.
One thing that, kind of eats some time away here at the timeout. During the middle of the winter, James, it was probably February, March, I texted Coach Tim Champlin. I said, I am really mad that you did not invite me to the banquet.
It was in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
United States Post Office.
I said, I went with you every single place you went, and I'm not part of the team.
Listen, what you said, you asked this question earlier. I don't know that we've had many high school games that rival this crowd here, man. This is a great crowd for a middle school football game.
This is no knock on KCU. I've covered everything from football to boys soccer to girls soccer here. This is the biggest crowd I've seen.
Yeah, this is
James,
a great crowd.
It's the best crowd
on a
I've
Thursday
seen.
night. This is good atmosphere, man.
And we appreciate everybody joining us at home. We kind of didn't want to advertise it a whole lot because we wanted people to come out here and enjoy it.
Yes.
And at the very last second, I kind of put it in the group that, hey, if you're not able to make it, but by then everybody had made their plans.
Here we go. We got a reverse.
Little counter. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle inside the 40. Inside the 35, 30. Hurdles a defender inside the 30.
First down, Raiders.
Really good play there by number 21. I believe that was Williams.
If you can, so he just used his last time out.
And I think that you had to.
Yeah, you did.
You had
did.
all your players kind of on the left side of the field, and at this level of football, there's no wristbands.
Yeah, so Williams is going to come from underneath on the right here. On the next play, he's lined up in the wing to the right. He's going to come underneath, little flip shuttle pass underneath, almost gets tackled in the background, makes the guy miss.
You know what they call that play? The Rowan foul.
The Rowan foul,
or the Holbrook special.
We have we've made a good living on that with number 16.
I think
Rowan
people
foul.
all the way into Paducah know about Ryland Fowle's jet sweep they run in Grayson.
It's a good one.
Of course, when he broke loose down there at Russell, Russell just went on a drive that really sucked all the momentum out of the air. Each Carter gets the ball. The first play, they go 75 yards on a Ryland Fowl jet sweep.
Listen, and I tell everybody
I don't think anybody in the whole entire Eastern Kentucky portion of the state was louder than I was when Fowl was going down the far sideline.
Listen, it was wild. Here we go. We got Williams,
and Ruffin.
Yeah. So you got Frankie to the right in the wing spot again. You got Ruffin in the backfield.
This looks like a passing formation.
I think so too. I think we're going to take a shot. No.
Yes, it is. But Rowan County did a really good job.
Man.
Number 85, again, he's done a great job. Barnett for Rowan County. That edge over there, I tell you, if you're East Carter, you got to try to get on this ball and spike it with only critical seconds left. You don't need to get in a huddle. You got to get on the ball. And it looks like, Coach, they might just run out of time here in the first half. But they did what they needed to do at the end of the first half. They're going to get the ball to begin the second half. They did what they needed to do. They picked up a couple first downs. Now you just heave it to the end zone. You throw as far as you can here. You got to get the snap away.
Yeah, try to get a.
It's just going to be a handoff to Williams.
Listen,
off to his right. He's got some room and gets inside the 25, and that will end the first half of play. Rowan County leads East Carter 10-0 here in the 7th grade EKC championship game at Kentucky Christian University. We'll be back on Kool.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, gnats on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall hunting season is here, and Border Sporting Goods has your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reloading supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back out here at Kentucky Christian University. We're at the half of the 7th grade EKC championship football game on a very brisk Thursday night, 44 degrees. Big old crowd here below us, and it was a game. Rowan County received the opening kickoff, went straight down the field. Was able to get it in. East Carter's defense did a really good job of turning them over on downs. And then East Carter got the ball back, didn't really do anything with it, and ran 3 plays and got a couple of yards and was forced to punt. And on the punt, Rowan County blocked it and was able to force a safety. It was 2-0. On the kickoff, Donovan took the ball all deep into Raider territory. I believe they start inside the 35. And a couple plays later, Donovan finds Overbay finds the end zone on a reverse over here in the left corner. And that's where we stand, 10-0. 2-point conversion was good. And James sits over to my left. He doesn't have a headset on, but it's kind of going back to our keys to the game. Neither team with really any turnovers. I know the special teams lapse there. I don't consider that a turnover, but so far neither team has really established a line of scrimmage. We saw in that last drive, East Carter kind of ran out of time there, but they had success running the football. And of course, Rowan County has just been very good, especially on the 929. When they get in their wing T formation and hand it off to Donovan, going off to the left especially. It seems like that they have found something on that left side of the line that they like, and they went back to that several times, and it's helped them have the lead here at the half. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll look at some of the keys for the second half here on Kool TV.
Papa John's garlic sauce fans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Papa John's makes a big, extra-large New York style pizza like this is by hand stretching that Papa John's fresh, never frozen dough. Get the extra-large New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Back out here on the Kool Hit Sports Network. A minute 42 still on the scoreboard over to the left. Still left here at the half as both teams out on the field getting warmed up, stretched out, ready to start this second half. Some of the keys for the second half. I think if East Carter plans on winning here in coming back from behind down 10, I think that they have to go down the field and score here. Of course, the quarters are only 7 minutes. So, James, you might only touch the ball 3 times. So you're going to have to score here, I think.
Well, and that is if you keep the football in bounds, you may only get it 2.
Right.
We talked about it in a pregame is that when you shorten time in 2 teams that they're going to run in between the hash marks, you don't get to those edges very often. So that clock continues to roll. I think it's very critical here. I think East Carter found something offensively that they could get to, but Rowan County was getting some really good pushes off the edge on that defensive line. The Raiders, can they go with that with a counter? Get the guy to overcommit, get too far upfield, and then you bust a counter inside, and then you've got a big gap in the middle. And then we saw Frankie Williams there. If he gets to the edge, he's a tough pill to swallow. Levi Ruffin has not really been able to get his feet moving like he wants to. But again, wing T, like you said, it's potential, it's patience, and it's 2-3 yards at a time, then backward a couple, then up 5, and all of a sudden, boom, it cracks one in a big.
And it seems like that East Carter offensively, it seems like their plays have been really long developing. They really weren't able to getting that full, I guess what you'd say, put the pedal to the metal. It seems like that they really haven't gotten going yet. That's why this first drive here in the second half is critical.
Well, and you talk about punting the football at this level is difficult in itself, but when you got the shadow of your own end zone on your back, I mean, that puts even more pressure in a championship game.
And it's kind of nobody's fault as the punt was blocked, and we really didn't see what exactly happened. Regardless of what happened, the punt was blocked, and that's partially why we sit at 10-0. So we got celebrities all over the place
this
up here.
This is a star-studded cast taking out here in Grayson tonight.
Yeah. So, of course, East Carter will get this ball first. And, going by what Rowan County did last time, kind of just a little short pooch kick over here to the left.
He's already looking. He's going onside right here. He's looking toward that far sideline. He's got his guy picked out. So.
Well, with a double-digit lead, two-possession lead here, and East Carter, besides that last drive, hasn't really shown that they can move the ball offensively. I think it's a smart call.
Oh, absolutely. You feel like you could trust your defense.
Right. And if they do score, it's going to take some time off that clock. This one's just a little pooch kick in the middle of the field, and it's going to be recovered by the Raiders. And they'll start this drive at their own 43-yard line. So, big possession here for East Carter. Give credit where credit's due. Rowan County's defense and offense has played phenomenal so far tonight. And I'm sure that makes Coach Kelly Ford down there in Moorhead extremely happy.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you see like you said, your feeder program, when they do really good things, it makes you feel confident about what you have coming through. When you've got a large senior class, then you look back and you've got a really good junior class, and it's maybe not many sophomores, but a bunch of freshmen, and you can just continue to reload. Right. That's where a lot of programs do so well. And it all starts at the feeder programs.
1st and 10. Kind of that offset wing T formation, handoff straight up the middle of the fullback. He's got a lot of room, goes across the 45, still driving, and they're going to mark him down at about the 47-yard line, so he'll gain 4, bring up a 2nd and 6. So the coaches for East Carter noticed what we noticed. Rowan County's really good at setting the edge. They didn't let anything outside of them, so they're saying, if you're going to set the edge, we're just going to run up A and B gap. That's what they did on that first play.
Yeah, and that's something I think, if you're not going to give me the C gap, I've got to use A and B.
Right. So 2nd and 6 for East Carter in the split back formation. They got a receiver over to the left, kind of in a heavy set. Expecting run is Rowan County. Everybody right at the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes to, I believe that is Williams. He's got a lot of room into Viking territory. 45-40. Breaks another tackle. 35-30. Breaking another tackle and ball comes out, but it will go out of bounds. And they're going to mark this one down at the 25-yard line of Rowan County. Really smart play for that young man to get out of bounds. He tried to fight for more yards, but he got out of bounds, and, well, they're going to run the clock anyways. But
where do they put him out is the question. 25. That's a gain of
Frankie
28.
Williams with a 28-yard carry there brings the ball to the Viking 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 East Carter.
That was something we talked about so much right there of getting that opportunity to get it outside there.
And give credit to the offensive line for East Carter. Really sealed that outside and gave Williams a lot of room to run out there.
Well, I think that first dive play they used, that set that up,
right.
That outside up.
Heavy set formation. Split back, handoff, straight up the middle. Kind of biding his time as Williams as it goes inside the 20 to about the 19 or 18-yard line. So a really good play there on first down. A gain of 6. Bring up 2nd and 4, 5:16 left here in the third quarter of the EKC 7th grade football championship game. Of course, we want to appreciate EKC for letting us come in here and do this. And, of course, Kentucky Christian University, as always, a very, very good partner of Kool Hits 105.7. We have a great relationship with them. And anytime we're in here, of course, athletic director at KCU, Dave Manning, comes in here, and we kind of we just have a really good friendship with him. Yeah. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Good job there by Rowan County. Really converging the line. Ruffin was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll bring up a 3rd and, I believe, 3.5.
Raiders 0 for 1 in their only third down try they had back in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you're not going to punt anymore.
No, you're fourth down. You're 4 down territory right here.
Well, especially where you're at in the field. But, James, if the ball was on their own 30, I think they go for it, no matter what. Because, it's one of those things we talked about at half. How many times are they going to touch the ball?
How many times are you going to touch a football?
So they're going to split a receiver way out to the right. That is number 14, Boggs. Heavy set formation, split back. Calls for the ball, handoff goes to Ruffin. Puts his foot in the ground, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Gets inside the 12, cuts back in the middle of the field, inside the 10, and it looks like he's going to be marked down right at about the 6-yard line. So East Carter with a huge third down conversion there. Have a 1st and goal at the 6. It's one of those things, you worry about how you're going to stop Rowan County, but we've got to put points on the board before we can worry about how we're going to stop Rowan County. And we're going to get a timeout here, James, I believe. Timeout Rowan County. So they understand the relevance of these next few plays and the sequence that's going to come conspire here.
Let me see if I got the replay here.
Of course, on a Grayson's 40 Goods instant replay. Not sure if we got it or not.
I got it late. That's on me.
Well, we just got caught up in the play as Ruffin kind of circled off to his right, tried to get back in the middle of the field, broke a couple of tackles, and there for a minute, James, I thought he might score.
Yeah.
3:46 left here in the third quarter. Clock is stopped.
They had 34 rushing yards in the first half.
And they doubled that.
85 here to start the second half.
Right.
So, and this is something too. The momentum. You punch it in here. You get the 2-point conversion. You get it down to a 2-point game. Then your defense got to go out and get it stopped.
And we've yet to see a real big swing of momentum in this game. It's the big swing of momentum on each Carter touchdown here. Is the big swing on the kickoff. We haven't seen that yet. So, and that usually, and people that have been to middle school football games in their lives, they know what I mean by when I say that. Because at this level, you really haven't developed that killer instinct yet. You're like, oh well, we're probably going to lose. You haven't developed that yet. I'm not saying everybody, but some, there's some kids that have. Very heavy set. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. Split back formation. This is a run the whole way. 1st and goal, East Carter. Handoff straight up the middle, and they fumble the football. And I think they were able to get back on it. This is going to be a huge loss, though. Brings the ball back to their Viking 9-yard line. So he's 2nd and goal. A little bobble on the handoff there, and James, that's a quality of colder temperatures.
Yeah, and it's just trying to go a little too quick, and that's what the defensive ends for Rowan County are doing. They're forcing you to try to go quicker because you know how much push they're getting there, and if you don't get quick, you're going to run right into them as you get to the edge.
So East Carter with 3 fumbles so far. 1 went out of bounds. They've recovered the other 2. Very fortunate to not have a turnover on the night, as this is an extended play call here, so they're going to draw something up here maybe a little bit out of the norm. Is
I think right here you try to work the middle.
Coach Samuels was really giving instructions to his quarterback.
You're still looking at your 2nd and goal. You've got plenty of room to work here from the 9.
McHenry in the gun. He's got Ruffin and Williams in the backfield with him in that split back set. 2 receivers to his left. Now man comes in motion. Hand off. No, it's a fake slant across the middle, and it's caught, and no, he dropped it. Oh, I thought he – and we see, at the varsity level, Tim Champlin loves that play right there. Fakes the handoff, slant across the middle. It's usually to Gabe Roberts or Mikey Hall. Usually Gabe Roberts there in the slot formation. So a really good play defensively there by Rowan County slapping that away. It was a good throw there by McHenry. Just couldn't brawl it in, and now you've got a 3rd down. And, James, I don't think you have to score on this play. But it has to be inside the 5
Yeah,
somewhere.
You got to get down around the 2-3 yard line here to give yourself a real good chance.
So McHenry in the gun, Ruffin in the backfield. Williams split out just a little bit to the right, a receiver to his right. And you think maybe a pass here. We'll see. Fakes the handoff. Now McHenry rolls off to his right. He's in trouble, and he's going to be brought down way back behind the line of scrimmage, back at about the 14-yard line. That looked like a busted play to me, James.
That was a busted play all the way.
As it looked like McHenry kind of wanted to throw the ball as he was rolling to his right and kind of got caught there as he couldn't make the edge. And now you've got a 4th and goal, and and now you're in a definite passing situation. You have to throw this one to the end zone and hope you get a flag or a touchdown. So, regardless of what happens in this game, you'll go back and look at this 4th down and goal as maybe a deciding point.
Yeah, you could really tell the confusion there. It almost looked like that he was wanting to go to the handoff, and the handoff wasn't there. So then he tried to get outside, and again, those big defensive ends right there, you see them on your screen. 74 over there on the right side, 76 on the left. I mean, those are two big dudes out there that's really been setting the point of contact.
McHenry in the gun. He's got Ruffin to his right, two receivers to his left. That's Boggs and Williams. It's a double reverse. He's going to keep it the whole way. Ruffin inside the 10-5, touchdown, East Carter. On a 4th and goal from the 14. Kind of fooled me a little bit, James.
He fooled our camera operator, too. Watch this on your Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. She was faked out right there. He pulled it back in. Perfect. Good job of picking him back up, though, and getting back to it, but
As Felicia Collier, who, by the way, is top-notch camera operator, looks through the glass here. She's right over in the next booth to us, and she's, I could read lips. She goes, faked me out.
Oh, and that, that right there says a lot about the play.
Yeah.
Because you see
absolutely.
that, you see that on the 4-letter.
That's some Boise State action right there.
You'll see a camera operator that gets paid thousands of dollars to do this job, and you'll see him chasing the wrong guy.
Right.
That's how
Two-point
good that
conversion
was.
here, James. Huge play. Handoff to Williams, straight up the middle, and East Carter is in for 2. 1:16 left. Here in the third quarter, it's 10-8. Rowan County leads. We'll be back on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Hello, you're back.
Back out here on Kool TV. East Carter takes the opening drive here in the third quarter. Takes off almost 6 minutes, James, and punches one in the end zone on a 4th and goal from the 14, and that's where we stand, 10-8.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of plays in the playbook for goal to 14-yard line.
I'll tell you the person to ask, though. Onside kick. It's still loose. It's still loose. And East Carter has it. So you talk about, James, I hate to say this, but back on the last drive, I said we've yet to see the big momentum change. We didn't know if it was going to be on this drive or on the kickoff. Well, we just saw it was on the kickoff. East Carter has the ball back again with 1:13 left in the third.
And again, it's a championship game, a team that's undefeated. It's got that undefeated season on the line, and all of a sudden you go to the locker room, you're down 10-0, and it's kind of like, okay, we got a little bit of sense of urgency here, and now all of a sudden you could just kind of feel everything's kind of swung to the East Carter sideline.
McHenry going to line up in that heavy set again. The formation for Rowan County, they're saying, okay, you can throw the ball downfield. We'll guard you, but you're not going to run against us. You see how many people they've got, kids right at the line of scrimmage. As Williams is going to take this handoff, and it's a really good play by that defensive front for Rowan County, as I believe number 26, Donovan, and number 76, Hacker.
That's going to be a loss of a yard. You know, if you go back to the old John Madden days, he would take the telestrip right, he would circle the whole line right there and say,
Yes.
this guy right here, boom. I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the line. You've got 9 guys in the box. They're daring you to throw the football.
Well, I think that East Carter, Rowan County's been running this the whole night, and East Carter's been able to have some decent runs against it. They're one of the things, if you get past the front line, there's nobody behind you to tackle them. This one's going to be driven inside the 45 to about the 44, and it'll bring up a third and very long.
And that was a very fortunate play right there for the Raiders on a high snap.
Right.
And somehow they got it down and into the hands of Ruffin. They're going to push this down to the 44, so a gain of 3, make it 3rd and 8.
Again, you're 4 down. They may just wait until the fourth quarter to start this one. We've played 3. Rowan County leads East Carter 10-8 here in the 7th grade EKC championship football game from Kentucky Christian University here on Kool TV.
For all your sporting goods and high school team apparel needs, stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson. Winter temperatures are just around the corner. Grayson Sporting Goods has the latest East and West Carter cold weather gear available. Grayson Sporting Goods also has all those Christmas gift ideas, including a full collection of UK apparel and collectibles. They offer a full selection of hats and feature the latest gear for every sport available. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods on Main Street in Grayson, serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back out here on Kool TV, East Carter controlled, dominated. That third quarter is going to have a 3rd and long. It looks like 3rd and 8. It's a 3rd and 8.5. Very long 8. And what does Coach Sammons have dialed up here on this critical play to begin the fourth quarter?
Again, this is 4-down territory. We've talked about it throughout the game. It's, trying to get yourself 4 or 5 yards here on this play.
Man comes in motion. Handoff goes to Williams. He's going to be drugged down from behind. He's going to be, and where the spot here on the near side, he'll have that first down.
Really good block there off the edge. That got him that spot. He needed 8. He got 8.
Well, just from what we've saw tonight, of course, this is me and James' first time watching this 7th grade group of East Carter. And, of course, East Carter is one of the Kool TV teams. Williams and Ruffin run downhill, man. They run very hard, and they don't stop. Contact does not slow them down. And you talk about a kind of the general of the offense, McHenry in the backfield. And, James, you mentioned it, a snap that could have went way over his head. He reaches up and grabs it one hand and still makes the handoff. So.
Yeah, that's something. That's a big play of the football game right there.
Very heavy set. This is going to be a handoff again. This one goes to Ruffin. We just got done talking about as he drives a pile of Raiders and Vikings inside the 35 to the 33.
Well, and it's something you talked about there, driving the pile forward.
Right.
You're not getting to the pile or the tacklers and going backward. You're going forward, so you're getting an extra yard or 2 every time you fall forward. There's 3 yards, another 3 yards. You punch one for 4, it's another set of downs.
And if you're Coach, if you're Coach Sammons here, you're completely content with taking this clock all the way down.
Oh, 100%.
You do not want to.
You don't want to hand the ball back to Rowan County. You think about it, Rowan County has not touched the ball offensively this second half.
Yeah, exactly. And the way that they were able to run offense there with Overbay and Donovan, really good open field tackle over on that far sideline. What a tackle! I believe that was number. As I get him to turn around here, I believe it was number 82. Ian Cunston.
Make it 3rd and 5. They moved it back to the 31-yard line.
What an open field tackle over there.
Yeah, it was.
And that's rare at this level, James.
It is.
To see an open field tackle like
one-on-one like that, too.
Right.
Because you missed that tackle. He's got the sideline and is home for 6.
Another critical 3rd down. This one's going to go to Ruffin inside the 30s. He drives. He's going to be close to the marker, but I believe this is going to be short, James, and a 4th down right here. And you go back to that first drive. Rowan County used one of their timeouts, and East Carter was able to still convert on a 4th and goal at the 14. And somebody that knows a lot about converting on 4th and 14s sits over here to our right, Coach Tim Champlin.
Yeah.
Converted a 4th and 14 at Russell, and ultimately on that 10-minute drive.
And that 10-minute drive that got them the district championship.
So 4th and right at a yard.
Raiders 1 of 2 on 4th down tries tonight.
Got to have this one. Clock rolls under 4:15. McHenry in the gun. Snap. Handoff goes to Ruffin. He's hit the line. Hit again. He's going to be close. He's still fighting. And I believe the second effort is going to give him a first down, James. because he was stopped.
Yes, he was.
Really, in determination, got that first down.
Let's see if we got this one here.
As we just got a reference to Charlie Terry. But, talk about the collection of running backs that's come through the program here. As you see that on your Grayson Sporting instant replay. It all started, and they'd had some decent running backs before, but I think that, the standard was set when Charlie Terry came through. And then you had Isaac Boggs. And now, now you've got a sophomore in huge play by Rowan County as they got immediate penetration. This is going to be a huge loss. It's going to bring it back behind the 30 to in between the 30 and 31-yard line. So a loss of 6 yards as clock rolls under 3:15 here.
And that's not what you want to do after all the momentum you've got going. You don't want to get behind the sticks.
So now with a second and, you might as well say 16, you've got to be a little bit more creative here. I don't think you can just hand this ball off and get 4 or 5 at a time. You're going to have to pull one of those plays out that you converted that 4th down on, something that you really haven't ran a whole lot of, not necessarily to the extreme of a hook and ladder, but, something that like that, make a halfback pass or something that gets everybody looking in the backfield. And I believe that was going to be a reverse, James, as Ruffin was wrapped up in the backfield. He tried to get it back to Williams, who's going to head back to his right. And go back for another huge loss. This one's going to go back behind the Viking 35-yard line. It'll be marked at the Viking 36, and it'll be a 3rd and James about 21.
Yeah. And again, I will give credit to Ruffin there. He could have tried to pitch that, and had he done so, it was probably a fumble.
Oh, yes,
it was smart to just eat that one, go down, and live to play another day.
So now, at this 3rd and 21, with 1:57 left, clock is rolling. East Carter still with all 3 timeouts.
East Carter's wanting to work that right side of the field. They feel like they've got a favorable matchup to get away from these big guys off on the left.
You're going to have to throw this one downfield, and McHenry steps up in the pocket, throws. This one's batted at the line of scrimmage. They kind of look like maybe somebody got a hand on it. That one came out of his hand awfully weird. I'm not sure if they got a hand on his hand, but now a 4th and 21, James, here. Essentially, this is the ball game.
Oh, it is, because, you've still got your 3 timeouts, but, you gave 1 first down to Rowan County in the ball game. And, how crazy could it be to think that Rowan County could win this football game and never touch the football in the second half?
Well, they might just do that. East Carter looking for a little more 4th down magic. They're going to need it here on a 4th and extremely long, 21.
And look at it, still loading the box on 4th and 21.
They're going to come try to bring some pressure. This one handed off. And we stopped for a huge loss. And with the play call like that, it makes me think, we're going to use all 3 timeouts. That's what it makes me think. We're going to put the ball game in the hands of our defense. I think that was a first down, James, that was kind of out of reach at this level, trying to throw the ball way downfield and expecting one of these younger receivers at the 7th grade level to go up and make a play like that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but, it was a lot to ask. And I think that Coach Samuels is saying, we're probably not going to get it. Let's hand it off, see what we can get back. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them here. Ball will go to Rowan County. This is the first time, as James just talked about, they're going to touch the ball here in the second half. The first 12 minutes and 30 seconds of the second half all belong to East Carter. Rowan County trying to salt this one away in that wing T formation, and East Carter's going to jump offside. So you made a 1st and 10, a 1st and 5, and that's going to be, you can't let them convert this. So,
yeah, that just makes things much easier.
Handoff goes to Donovan over to the right, gets inside, gets across the 50, and this is going to be a Rowan County first down and timeout East Carter.
Gain of 6.
So Donovan has really just played a heck of a game for the Vikes tonight.
Unofficially, I've got him for 10 carries for 75 yards.
Which is at the middle school level, 7-minute quarters, that's equivalent to 150 yards at the high school level.
Frankie Williams for East Carter, 11 for 79.
So
big game coming up next. 8th grade championship, Powell County and Mason.
Yeah, huge game there. Of course, I got to see Powell County's varsity team out at West Carter. And, of course, we know all about Mason County and the success that they've had down at that program over the past few years. Of course, their varsity team made it to the Final Four last year. I believe they fell to, don't hold this to me, was it Bardstown?
It was either, or was it Cal?
No,
hang on, I'll look.
No, it wasn't Cal. Was it Bardstown or it was somebody? I believe their colors were purple. I can't remember who it was.
We'll check here in a bit.
Wing T formation. You got to think, James. This is going to Donovan the entire way. And we're going to get a false start. So, best case scenario, Rowan County's going to run this ball 3 straight times. You get the ball back with, if you're lucky, 30 seconds left.
If you're lucky, because here's the thing. You had to burn one of those timeouts after the first down.
Right.
So, on 3rd down.
And we don't know what the play clock is at this level.
Yeah, you can't stop the ball. I don't know that East Carter's going to touch it again. Dave Anderson's put the ball in the wrong part of the field. He put it at the 44 instead of the 46.
Handoff goes straight up the middle. And he's going to be stopped right at midfield. So he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Another quick timeout here for East Carter. And that is their second one of the half. They'll be left with one only. And minute 20 left. You probably, you stop them here. Probably be 6 or 7 seconds is going to go off the clock anyways.
So you can only stop it one more time.
If you're East Carter, you get this ball back with 30 seconds left, that would be ideal. But even when you get it back with 30 seconds left, you're not having timeouts.
Well, and here's the other side, too. If you're Rowan County, you're going to let whatever play clock there is out there, you're going to let it expire. You're going to take that 5-yard penalty. You're going to take every second off that clock that you possibly can.
And you know what? If I'm Rowan County, I don't think I punt. I think that I'm not even going to put it in that situation. I'm going to say, you know what, Donovan – or Overbay, he can run the ball, and whatever we get, we live with.
Yeah.
I don't think you even present an opportunity for a mistake to be made on special teams. I think you just –
And here's another thing, too, is that, you get a play to where maybe you're close but not – and the time's about to go. Just snap the ball and run backward.
Handoff's going to go to Donovan, who's going to get to about the 46. And quick timeout there for East Carter. With 1:10 left, and if it's okay, if it's like it was, let's just say the play clock is 40 seconds. The play clock, yeah, it's 40 seconds, like it is in most levels of football. East Carter will get the ball back with about 20 seconds left if they're lucky.
And I think that what you said too, especially where you are here. You don't worry about trying to kick the ball. You take it. This is 2 run plays right here.
Absolutely.
In between the hash marks. Don't give any chance of anything getting outside, fumble-wise, whatever. Secure the ball. And that's one thing I've really been impressed watching Donovan carry that football is both hands wrapped securely when he hits the hole, making certain nobody can get in and pop that thing loose.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's, at this point, a no-brainer. I think that, as Donovan kind of lined up in that wing formation. Now he's going to come in motion, and he's going to take the handoff, and he stops short. He scored with no timeouts, so with 1:04. So this clock should run all the way down. And, James, they may actually not touch it, as this clock will roll inside 20 seconds. Right now it sits at 51, but they may even take a delay of game and run a play still.
And that's the thing. And then if you get the stop, you're going to get it back, like you said, probably around 15, 20 seconds is about all that's going to remain.
We're down here. So we're dip under 40 seconds left. Brown County may call a timeout here.
5 seconds.
They're going to run a play. Handoff goes to Donovan, and he's going to be stopped short. And the clock will stop with 24.5. And East Carter will have this ball at their own 47-yard line. So they got to go 53 yards in 24 seconds, James. Is there a Raider miracle in the future? We've kind of seen, not miracles, but we've seen, East Carter at the varsity level with their backs against the wall, they rise to the occasion. This is a little tougher to ask. You ain't got no timeouts. And another thing is, if you notice at this level, there's no wristbands. You know, Coach Sammons is not, giving, Omaha audibles out there. The kids have to run to the sideline each time.
And here's the thing. You've got to pick your poison here. You've either got to work the right sideline because that's the sideline you can work to get out of bounds. Or you've got to go home run and try to come to the wide side of the field, which Rowan County has taken away the entire football game.
I think I'm just taking shots downfield. I don't think I can trust one of my kids to take the handoff and not get out of bounds. I think you're just taking the shots and living with it. And it's going to be a handoff to Williams. And he's going to get down inside the 50.
So they'll get
marked at the 46 of Rowan County. They're running out of time. 8 seconds left. This is going to be the last play right here. They're going to have to run this. They're going to have to throw it deep here. And we're going to get this should end the game because the penalty is going to go against East Carter for motion. Congratulations to Rowan County, though, James. They are the 2023 EKC 7th grade championship game champions. And both these teams, James, both of these schools, you talk about Rowan County and East Carter, have very bright futures with these squads coming through and coaches that are thrilled with the talent from both teams that we saw tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. It was an entertaining football game. It just showed, the Raiders did everything they possibly could there toward the end, just not enough in the tank there at the very end to get it done.
So we'll take a break. Still 14 minutes left until the 8th grade game. We will be back momentarily with that one. We thank KCU and East Carter and Rowan County for allowing us to come in here and do this, and EKC conference. So here in about 10 minutes, we'll come back on. We'll do the 8th grade game here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching the EKC Middle School Football Championships live on Kool TV. This broadcast of the EKC Middle School Football Championships has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hit Sports Network and Kool TV.